What is the secret origin of the 7 Palantiri? Imagine having a window into distant worlds that can show you anything happening far away. The 7 Palantiri, known as the Seeing Stones, are some of the most mysterious magical artifacts in Middle-earth. They were crafted by Fëanor, a master craftsman of the Noldor elves, during the earliest days of the world in Valinor. Fëanor was famous for creating the Silmarils, but he also made many of these crystal spheres, though no one knows exactly how many he made. These stones had a special power. They could show distant places clearly and in detail, allowing viewers to see what was happening far away. The story of these stones gets more interesting when you look at their journey from Valinor to Middle-earth. During the late Second Age, Sauron's influence was spreading over the island kingdom of Númenor. The elves, who still had some of these stones, decided to give 7 of them as gifts to the faithful Númenorians, those who resisted Sauron's dark pull. They gave these stones to bring comfort and hope, since the elves themselves could no longer stay in Númenor because of the island's fall into darkness. When Númenor was destroyed in the year 3319 of the Second Age, Elendil and his sons escaped with the 7 stones. They sailed to Middle-earth, where they founded the realms of Gondor and Arnor. In the year 3320 of the Second Age, Elendil took 3 stones to Arnor, placing them in Annuminas, Amon's Sol, and Elistirion. His sons, Anarion and Isildur, each took 2 stones and set them in key cities like Minas Anor, Thank, Minas Ithil, and Osgiliath. The largest stone was kept in Osgiliath, in a chamber called Osgiliath, which had a ceiling painted like a starry sky. These stones were meant to help the kings and rulers communicate and gather knowledge across the vast lands. They worked best with noble and pure-hearted people, making them powerful tools for the rulers of Gondor and Arnor. Over the ages, some of these stones were lost. The stones in Annuminas and Amon's Sol sank into the sea during shipwrecks. The one in Minas Ithil fell into Sauron's hands when he overran the city and turned it into Minas Morgul. Saruman, the wizard, later took the Thank stone when he took over Isengard. The last one, called the Elendil stone, was taken away on a ship and eventually returned to the Undying Lands, the realm of the Elves and Valar. These stones show us how the ancient kingdoms tried to stay connected and wise. But they also reveal how even the greatest magic and artifacts can be turned to evil. When Sauron and Saruman used these stones for their own dark purposes, they became tools of deception and control. So, the secret origin of the 7 Palantiri is tied to the very beginning of the world, crafted by the most skilled elven smiths, and carried through ages of hope, war, and shadow.